Joanna, great to see you, but even better to see you riding at Royal Ascot next week. That's not the case, sadly, because of the ankle injury. What's the latest? How are you? How is it progressing?
Yeah, good. It was probably a week and 2 days on from when it happened. I've tried to rest it initially just to try and get the knit of the bone. I've been going up to the Jackberry house and getting the ice and compression on just to control the swelling and the bruising. And I've done a few sessions in the gym, upper body sessions. Like Danny said to me, you know, it's only your ankle that's broken, Joanna, not the rest of your body. So yeah, keeping fitness and keeping busy, really.
They said 6 weeks, I think, is the initial prognosis.
4 to 6 weeks.
See, that's it. Is the challenge to be back before the doctors think you can be back?
Yeah, definitely. I sometimes think they say that on a general all-round person. And having the facilities that we have at the Jackberry House from the Injured Jockeys Fund, you know, we're amazing that we can have 6 days a week, 5 days a week, care and attention to get us back there. You know, if you were to go to physio, you'd wait, I don't know how many weeks to get physio, once a week, whereas you can be in there 5 days a week, if not in the gym, ice compression, physio, and in the hydrotherapy pool as well.
Shows how important the work of the IJF is. And what are you like as a patient? Do you miss the race riding? Is it hard for you right now?
Yes, I think definitely watching horses that I will be riding, the winners, it's definitely hard to watch, but I think I've just got to get in my head that I'm broken. I can't ride them, and I just hope that they run well. So yeah, I think that makes it a bit easier that I know I'm broken, that I know I can't ride them, but it just makes you all the stronger and more determined to get back as quick as possible.
And I'm sure you will be from all you've been doing there. Fingers crossed for the recovery. Now, you're missing Ascot. Frankie Dettori is there. This is the farewell tour, the lap of honour that's going on. This is probably the biggest day in his Canada. How good is Frankie Dettori's jockey, and what's he like in the weighing room to be around?
Yeah, he's a bit much the same as he is on camera. He has that joke and he has that. So, you know, look, he's got a lot of experience. He's been around the world, and to get where he has is pretty amazing. To win the amount of probably races at Ascot, generally all over the world, would all love to be in his boots, really. So, and he's on an amazing run. You know, he's a hot jockey at the moment. But I'd also quite like to ride the horses he's riding. It definitely makes it easier riding your group horses like them than the Class 6s at Pontefract and Beverley. But no, definitely a credit to him. You know, the years and dedication and the winners he's ridden is amazing.
What about Ascot, the race course? How do you find that to ride?
Oh, it's, you know, I'm not lucky enough that I've been to obviously the Royal Ascot meeting to ride, but I've definitely ridden down at Ascot, and the track and the stands it is just an amazing place, and that feeling that you get there and the buzz from the people. You know, I was lucky enough to be picked for the Shergar Cup team on such an amazing day, and the buzz. But I suppose you go out there, your job is to ride the horse, so you know you do get this tunnel vision when you're in the race. You know, so many people say to me, you know, can you hear everyone shouting? Not really, because your concentration seems to focus on the horse, the race, and not the crowd. So yeah, no, it's amazing to even ride there. So it's going to be some buzz next week with the crowd and, you know, all the jockeys riding.
Going to talk about a few horses you're looking forward to seeing in action next week. And first up, Modern Games, a Locking's winner. He goes in the Queen Anne. What is it about him that you like?
Yeah, I saw him win out in Keeneland, and you know, I think he didn't have the best of races. He got bumped out a bit. He was further back probably than he wanted to be, and he was still very impressive. I think he was he second out there the first run back in Keeneland, and then obviously come back and won over here. So, you know, I think, you know, he's back on form, and, you know, I'd love to see him win again.
Then we've got two absolute superstar Northern sprinters to talk about. They've got to potentially go against each other, the Kings. So let's talk Highfield Princess. She's just one of the most amazing stories, full stop. Amazing
stories, you know, from a trainer up north to compete with the southern trainers, a filly like her who has been on the up ever since she's, you know, been running, and it's such a success story, and from a lovely family who own her. So yeah, no, I would love her to run well. You know, she ran a good race against Azure Blue at York. You know, it was a close contest for a horse that, you know, the winning horse has obviously had a race at Newmarket and won, so meeting a horse in form for her having her first run, so it's surely to put her race fit now, and you know, hopefully for a big run.
And she's got dramatising against Calbert. She looks quick.
Yeah, again, another northern horse. Probably just going to promote all the northern horses here, aren't I? Just make you all the southern ones aware. Yeah, no, traumatised. I've always quite liked watching her. She's quirky. She looks very quirky. She obviously wears the hood, and she's you know, to keep quite chilled out before the race preliminaries. But she's quick. She's very quick. You know, she's like a rocket. It's like when they press the button and go. And it was nice to see her back to winning ways last time out as well. So again, hopefully she's in good form like she was last year. Had a nice win at Ascot as well, and hopefully back to, you know, winning at Ascot again.
Now we have got an Aidan O'Brien horse on the list, and it's Luxembourg, a horse back to win the Tatzel's Gold Cup, and he's one of those sort of top class 10 furlong horses, isn't he, that we always seem to have around. Yeah,
definitely, and such a consistent horse, and obviously winning last time out as well against, you know, one of the horses that I think probably Kingscote's going to ride. So yeah, no, you know, he's just such a likeable horse.
And in terms of Richard Kingscote, he's on Babe Richard, you touched on, he lost the ride on the Derby in a Desert Crown. As a jockey, when these things happen, is it easy to take decisions like that? Would it be?
Not off a good horse like that. You know, I thought when Richard Kingscote got interviewed, I thought, you know, he conducted himself very well. Nothing you're going to say is going to change the decision, and obviously it's the owner's decision if they want that. You know, yeah, it's gutting, of course it is. You know, it's a good horse, and Kingscote's done all the steering with him. So yeah, no, I thought Kingscote, you know, Richard Kingscote, he conducted himself very well in that situation, and I think that's the best possible way to go about it. It's the owner's decisions, and you've just got to suck it up, I suppose, and get on with your job.
It's about the Gold Cup now. We've got a couple of horses about Northern horses. We've got to sign off. Charlie Johnson's first season with the licence in his own name, subjectivist. It would be some story if he brought him back to win another Gold Cup.
Absolutely amazing. You know, he came back from what could have been a career-ending injury. You know, he's had a long road to recover. You know, we've seen probably a lot of media about, you know, a lot of the walker work and water, treadmill and everything like that. So then getting back, was it 2 years? 2 years back to running Saudi. Ran quite gassy really from her first run off in 2 years really, and then ran again obviously in Maiden and ran a good third. You know, if a horse had been off that many years, and if again at home don't want to put the gun to the head to get him super fit, you know, they're obviously looking after his legs, so you know the runs are going to have brought him on. You know, third run now at Ascot in a race he's won before, I think, and you know, Joe Fanning is on hot form at the moment. I think I keep seeing everywhere that he's like a fine wine, gets better with age. So yeah, no, I'm really hoping again for Charlie to have that winner.
And you've touched on what I thought it would be for Joe too, on coming back from his own injury layoff, when one or two people thought he might not return.
Yeah, exactly. You know, he's been at the Jack Berry House as well, getting fit when he was injured, but he's just going amazing at the moment. Yeah, it helps you when you're riding the horses, but you've got to steer them, haven't you? So no, granted to him, you know, every day he's popping up a winner, so if not more. But
not the only northern string to our bow in the Gold Cup. Wise Owl, who's been bubbling away quietly on the circuit. Fantastic story.
Yeah, Wise Eagle. He was obviously bought from Adam Lick, I think in 2020, rated, did I write down, rated 70, and now he's rated 103. And it's great to see, again, I've seen a lot of media work with him, being trained on the beach and just absolutely loving life. A great bunch of owners that just love their racing, to be in the position that they're able to enter a Royal Ascot race, you know, to have a good chance, and a credit to them. They're a small team, but you know, Adam works really hard, and it'd be great to see him run a brilliant race. You know, he's been winning left, right and centre, and yeah, no, that would be brilliant to see.
And just final question, we're hoping to see you back in maybe 3 to 4 weeks. Touchwood, what's your big hope for the rest of the season? What's your sort of ambitions when you get back in action?
Like I said, just to get back riding and not have any trouble, and just get back riding the winners again. And I think that's the thrill that you miss when you're injured, really, is that thrill that just keeps you going. But that's horse racing, and you've got to take the ups and the downs with it. I'd say, you know, I'm probably quite positive about life, so, you know, that helps definitely keeping me going forward. But like I say, just to get back, get racing, and I ideally want to beat last year's total of winners, which was 47, I think it was. So I know I've had a bit of a 4-week setback, but you know, if I can get close to that, that would be amazing.